What's the deal? What's the deal? What is the deal, people? Hope all are doing well and having a great Friday. As for me, I'm chilling. So, I be wanting to get on here and do a collective reading. But it's like people be fucking with me in my energy. But people be fucking in my energy. People be messing with my energy. People be doing spell work. People be doing shit. And it's like, you do shit. And if I get in the mood to get on here and expose you and you come out on the table, don't be mad when your shit get exposed. So at this point, once again, we about to tap into my energy because someone obviously don't know not to leave me alone. They don't know how not to leave me alone. They don't know how to leave me alone. So I'm gonna tap into the energy, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to see what we got going on here. I'm gonna use some cards that I haven't used in a minute, cause I'm yeah. So let's see what we got going on, collective. Let's see what we got going on. So I'm just going to start randomly. I'm going to pick any deck that I just chose right now. And I'm going to see what comes out. So angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light attribute only. Please provide me with some insight. Please remove, block, banish, and repel all negative energies, entities, alive or unalive, that will try to block this message, block my throat, or anybody sending me any third eye or chakra attacks. May they be blocked. Return back to its sender. So know to be. So, what we got going on in my energy collective? Let's see what we got going on in my energy collective. Who's fucking around in my energy? Let's see what the information is. We got Mars in Cancer, protective. So I got a protective energy in my energy. And then we got Venus in the reverse, Scorpio, devotion, and then Moon in Capricorn, guarded. So they could be a Scorpio, protective, devotion, guarded. Let me see what else I get. Ooh. Rising in Gemini, the messenger. Mercury in Sagittarius, curious. Moon in Leo, vibrant, but that came out in the reverse. Venus is commitment. Venus in Gemini, stimulation, but that came out in the reverse. Venus in Virgo, respect in the reverse. So what I'm getting is there's a Cancer energy that's protective or protected. We got a Scorpio energy that's devotion in the reverse. So there's a Scorpio energy that's no longer devoted to something. There could be a Cancer, there could be a Capricorn energy that's feeling guarded. Gemini energy, that's the messenger. So there could be a Gemini energy that's trying to send some type of message or give me some type of message. Hey. A Sagittarius energy that could be curious about something. There's a Leo energy that's in the reverse. Vibrant, they're not vibrant, they're very dull, dark. So there's a Leo energy that's dark, a dark Leo energy. with this moon and Leo vibrant in the reverse. Then you got a Venus and Taurus commitment. So this is then you got a Taurus that's uncommitted to somebody that's they're not reliable. And then a Gemini energy stimulation, that they're not getting stimulated. There's no stimulation. They're not getting, there's no pleasure. They're not getting pleased. They're not pleased with something. They're not being fulfilled. Something's not being fulfilled. They're not being fulfilled with something. They're not pleased. They're not satisfied with the stimulation in the reverse. But like I said, I'm getting some energy that's no longer devoted to something. They no longer, with devotion and commitment in the reverse, and stimulation in the reverse, there's an energy that's no longer devoted or committed or stimulated. They're no longer aroused, or something is not fun anymore. Because you got devotion, commitment, and stimulation in the reverse. All Venus energy. All of these are Venus energy. And it's in the reverse. Devotion, commitment, and stimulation. Yeah, that's what I'm getting as I rearrange the cards. I'm gonna match the cards to the same thing. So I'm gonna put the moon and the moon together. So with this moon and moon together, we got the moon in Capricorn and the moon in Leo. Moon in Leo, the way I said it. So there's a Capricorn. There could be this energy could be feeling guarded. They're in the dark. They're not vibrant. This is a dark Leo energy, and they're feeling very guarded right now. They could be a Gemini energy, a messenger. So they could be a Gemini energy, somebody with a Gemini sign. Maybe in the rising, Gemini rising, or they could just be a Gemini sign. That's a messenger. So it could be somebody that could be trying to send some type of message. So, like I said, I'm reading my energy. And the first card that comes out is Cancer. I am a Cancer sign, protective. I'm very protective over my energy. I'm protected. So there could be some type of Gemini energy that is a messenger. Trying to send me a message. There could be somebody that's trying to give me some type of message. Because something about being curious. So what I'm getting is there could be an energy that could be trying to send me some type of message. Because this energy could no longer be committed or devoted to something anymore. They're not being stimulated by something anymore. Somebody's not being stimulated or committed to something anymore. They're not devoted to something anymore. To something, to someone. And there's an energy that's feeling guarded. That's not vibrant. They're in the dark, or they're dark. A dark energy. Vibrant, the opposite of vibrant is dark. Gloomy. There's a gloomy energy. This Leo could be in a gloomy energy. There could be, like I said, this could be the same energy. But I put both moon cards together, and it says guarded, and then the vibrant and the reverse. So yeah, somebody could be feeling very defensive right now, because there's something going on with no longer being devoted or committed to something. No longer being stimulated by something. Not having respect. There's no respect. And again, that's Venus energy. Combative. Mars, Aries. No respect, combative. If I take these two cards, now you got Virgo and Aries coming out on the board. This could actually be all the signs that's involved with fucking with me. A Gemini, a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, a Leo, a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Virgo, and an Aries. Something's intense. I just flipped the deck. Something's intense with this moon in Aries. So something could be intense in the energy. I'm not going to pick none more of these cards. So yeah, something could be intense in the energy. They're very combative. Somebody lost respect or there's no respect. And like I said, somebody's not being stimulated. Somebody's not satisfied. If something's not fun. There's no more commitment and there's no more devotion to something. There's a curious energy out here and there's some type of messenger energy out here. And there's some type of energy that's in the dark. They're feeling gloomy and guarded. Because I have a protective energy. Let's see, why is this energy feeling this way? Why is this energy feeling? I'm gonna put the moon. So there's an energy with this moon energy, Venus energy, Mars energy, Cancer energy, protective and combative. That's me. I'm protective and I'm ready for war. No devotion, commitment. All these Venus cards came out in reverse. All the cards of the Venus came out in reverse. Hold on one second. I want to see something. There's a little thing that I had to have here, or I'm going to have to. Nope, it's right here. Let's see. Real quick. Where did I just put it? Let me see something. I want to see the Venus energy. And what it's going to say. This energy. This relationship, platonic love language desire. So this is a relationship. This is something being stimulated and they lost respect for some comes to a relationship. And so Venus energy, the Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, and Virgo in the reverse with this devotion, commitment, stimulation, and respect in reverse. Well, you might resonate with this because actually, so you might just resonate with this then. So there's somebody out here that is no longer committed to a relationship. They don't have no more devotion, commitment to somebody in a relationship. There's no more stimulation to somebody in a relationship. They're not getting stimulated by somebody in a relationship that they're in a relationship with. They lost for somebody that was in a relationship. They're in a relationship with Venus energy. And then read the moon energy. Let's go to the moon. Let's go to the moon. This is personal, material, position, emotions, changing moods, intuition, subconscious desires, heart's desires, and empathy. With this guarded, with this moon in Leo in the reverse vibe, and Aries intense. Somebody's real heavy in their feelings when it comes to their personal material position. When it comes to their position in somebody's life, it comes to the material things, money. Changing moods with this moon and Leo vibrant in the reverse. Somebody's feeling gloomy because there's an intense situation. There's a situation that's intense and they're feeling really guarded. And then me and I got 2 Mars cards. Let's read the Mars. Pertain to ambition. So this is my energy. Ambition, it says lust, motivation, anger, call to action, and of the body and devotion. And devotion can communicate with me. Somebody go trying to communicate with me. Somebody go trying to communicate with me. Be curious. Fast with this quick, too fast. They were very stubborn. Very stubborn. Been seeing what's no serves. Been releasing when no good serves you. Energy. I like or my energy. Only take. So what I was reading, Aries energy. So somebody was very impulsive. They were in a competitive energy and they did something fast. They were very stubborn. Then we got Gemini. Seeing both sides, intrigue, overthinking, oversharing, devious, manipulative, and intellectual distress. So somebody is with this messenger and curious. The messenger, somebody's curious. Somebody wants to ask you something because they're curious. Somebody could be seeing both sides of a situation and they're very intrigued. They've been overthinking. And somebody's going to oversharing. Somebody's trying to send you a message to share something. Share something with me about somebody being manipulative or devious. And how somebody is under intellectual distress. Cancer energy, emotional, troubling, interpersonal relationships, protective, suppressing emotions and maternal instincts. Somebody's in their emotions. They're having trouble in their relationships. So confirmation, somebody's having trouble in their relationships because somebody is no longer devoted, committed, or stimulated and has lost respect for this person that they're in a relationship with. They could be suppressing emotions. Then you got Leo. Bold, strong emotions, perseverance, taking the lead, craving the spotlight, and feeling overlooked. So basically, collective, you could be bold and strong, very have a lot of perseverance like me, you taking the lead like me, and somebody's out here that's craving the spotlight and they're feeling overlooked. They're all in their emotions. With this Virgo, it's taking on too much. Somebody could have been taking on too much, or you could have been taking on too much. I could have been taking on too much. Isolation. Overly rational, anxious, focusing too much on detail, overly organized, and overwhelmed. Yes, somebody is with this moon and Leo vibrant in the reverse. Even though we are on Virgo, it's still part of this reading. Somebody took on too much when it came to putting you in a competitive energy, putting me in a competitive energy, competing. They were too rational, overly rational. They're feeling anxious, yeah. They were focusing too much on the details. Yours or mine? Yeah, they're overwhelmed. Scorpio energy, transformative, brutally honest, aggressive, taking things personally, and exhausted. So somebody took something too personally and they were really, you could have been brutally honest with somebody and they took things too personally and they got real aggressive with you. They could be feeling exhausted. With this Sagittarius out here, somebody's trying to block my throat. With Sagittarius, in search of the truth. That's the Sagittarius energy that's here is next to rising in Gemini, the messenger. And Mercury and Sagittarius, curious. So somebody was in search of the truth. Seeking calmness, longing for adventure. So somebody's looking for some type of truth. Capricorn energy, business as usual, productive, weathering the storm, duty calls, overprotective. Yeah, so basically somebody was looking for some type of truth when it came to you or me because they saw positivity, calmness. You were doing something that was business as usual. Capricorn energy, very productive, weathering the storm. You were weathering whatever storm somebody was bringing onto you because, you know, duty calls. Yeah, you're very overprotective, protective with this Cancer, Mars, and energy. Even though, like I said, I started out reading my energy, but you can resonate with this. Did I read all the signs that's on the table? No, I didn't. Taurus. Sensitive. Holding grudges. Resistant to change. Staying within your comfort zone. So somebody is sensitive as in their emotions, like I said. Somebody's all in their emotions and they're holding grudges. This is why they had you in some type of competition. They refuse to change. They don't want to change. They're stuck in their comfort zone. Yeah, that's all the signs that came out. This shit is crazy. Somebody's angry because they're having problems in their relationship. And they're emotional. Yeah, they were very ambitious and very impulsive. Like I said, lust, competitive, quick reaction to anger. They were devoted to doing something. Pertaining to communication in search of the truth. Intellectual matters. Yeah, somebody's looking for some type of communication because they're in search of the truth. Because this is pertaining to personal material positions. When it comes to some type of business. Somebody's intuition, subconscious desires, heart's desires. Business as usual, productive, weathering the storm. Yeah, you use subconscious desires, intuition. You use your intuition. We use our intuition. Because we're bold, strong, have a lot of perseverance, we take the lead. And somebody, their desires, somebody has some type of desire for their personal material position, their desires. Somebody was craving the spotlight. But they're feeling overlooked. And they did something that was very impulsive and competitive. They quickly react to something, and they were very stubborn. They don't want to release what no longer serves them. Very intense energy. Because this is about a relationship. Somebody took two things too personally about a relationship. Somebody's exhausted in this relationship. Somebody was brutally honest with someone pertaining to a relationship or romantic or platonic love language, desire, or loss. So somebody could have been brutally honest about somebody could have been brutally honest about their desires. And because somebody was brutally honest about their desires, somebody was sensitive. And now they're holding grudges. And they resist to change. They're resisting to this change. They want to stay within their comfort zone. So they don't want to change. They want to stay within their comfort zone. When it comes to a relationship, they don't want to leave a relationship. They want to stay with the same person. They don't want nobody new. Y'all can send me all the heart chakra attacks. You can send me all the crown chakra attacks. Y'all can do all y'all want today, but baby, it ain't not working. You can do it today. You can do it tomorrow. You can keep on doing it every day, but it ain't going to work. Ain't nothing going to happen to me, and I'm still going to live, and you're not going to siphon off of my motherfucking energy. But please understand that. But as I proceed to give you what you need, let me finish this reading. Thank you very much. So, collective, this is somebody in a relationship. This could be somebody that's romantic or platonic. This could be somebody that desires you. They could be seeing both sides of a story, or they could be intrigued by you. Or they could be seeing both sides of the story about somebody who's devious and manipulative. That's under intellectual distress. Somebody in this relationship is taking on too much. They could be in isolation, overly rational, anxious. Now somebody's trying to mess with my eye. You watching me without actually pressing on my video, thinking I don't know that you watching me on the news feed, and you're letting the video play so that you can send me spell work. But I know that you're there because I can feel you. I can feel you in the air. So you might as well just watch me. You stupid if you think I don't know what you're doing. So yeah, it's focusing too much on details. So somebody was basically in a relationship pertaining to this relationship, romantic or platonic. Somebody was focusing too much on the details of a relationship. Somebody's love language. They were focusing too much on somebody's love language in a relationship. Somebody's overwhelmed because they don't have no more respect. Somebody lost respect for somebody. We got synchronicities. The coincidental occurrences of events, especially psychic events, unexpected events before it happens, to represent or indicate by sign. This could be why somebody's curious. Because there's been some type of coincidental occurrences or events when it came to maybe what I predicted, you predicted. So I could have predicted something that happened and it happened. Violation in the reverse. I could have predicted that somebody was going to commit a crime to me, a breach, law breaking, misdeed, misdoing, offense, sin, transgression, trespass, wrong thing. So I could have predicted that somebody was going to do something to me. Obviously, that's what I did. I got the 411 that let me know, son. I got the 411 that let me know. So I was getting synchronicities when it was coming to these people were stupid. Anyway, I was getting the synchronicities when it was coming to this violation that people was trying to do to me. So I was getting the messages about how somebody was trying to violate me. We got entourage. So this is one attendance or associates, groupie, fan followers, posse tail. So like I said, I was getting the synchronicities. I was getting there was unexpected events happen before. So basically I predicted my own. I predicted or I found out about my own crime against me. What somebody was doing, what a group of people, what a group of people were trying to violate me, an entourage of people, adversity. So let's move these cards. I don't need these cards no more. Ooh, somebody's in my energy. I'm getting hot. It's getting hot, hot, hot. Somebody's getting mad. What up, troll? What I do? What it do? What it do, yo? So collective, I was getting synchronicities of stuff that was going to happen before it was going to happen. When it came to this violation, this crime, this misdoing, this wrongdoing against me by a group of people, by an entourage of people, by a group of people. A bunch of followers, a bunch of fans, a bunch of groupies that were trying to cause adversities. They were trying to cause a series of continued difficulties to cause me an unhappy change of fortune or to ensure the state of distress. They wanted me to have a trivial instance of bad luck. They wanted me to have a misfortune, a tragedy, an opposition. They wanted me to have a lot of hostility in my energy. Yeah, internal. It says existing or situated within the limits or surface of something. Situated near the inside of the body. Something related to or occurring or on the inside of an organized structure. Existing within the mind. Applied or intended for application through the stomach or by being swallowed. So somebody basically was trying to cause me internal adversity. Somebody was trying to make me sick. Somebody was trying to make me... Yeah. Something related to or occurring on the inside of an organized structure. This is an organized structure. This group of people were a part of some type of organized structure or organization. They could have been also trying to give me something to swallow through stomach or by being swallowed. A system of people, network, a web. This is an internal system, Something existing or situated within the limits or surface of something. Within a system, internal system. A network or web, a form of social, economic, or political organization, confirmation, organization. or practice forming of a network, especially for distributing something or serving a common purpose. So a group of people grouped up together for the same purpose. Confirmation with the car honk. To come up against me. To attack me. Allegations in the reverse. So they were making allegations. A statement saying that someone has done something wrong or illegal. Accusations, indictment, charge, complaint, plea, claim, impeachment, criminalization, implication, or arraignment. Somebody could have been trying to accuse me of something, implicate me in something, so that I can get charged with something. They was trying to criminalize me, make me look like a criminal, but that's in the reverse. Yeah, that's in the reverse because I'm in my prime. It says hour of sunrise or the early stages, the most active, thriving, satisfying stage or period. First in rank, authority, or significance. A blossom, florence, high noon, or springtime. So yeah, I'm in my prime. I'm blossoming. I'm first in my rank. I have authority. I'm in my prime. Yeah, tangled in the reverse. Somebody was unable to tangle me in a situation. They were unable to trap me or entrap me in a situation, get me caught up in something. They was unable to get me to appear in a state of utter disorder. So somebody wanted me to look like I was in a state of utter disorder. Somebody wanted me to look like I was crazy, and they were unable to get me to look like I was crazy. Assault, the act of forcing a person to engage in sexual activity, and especially intercourse, rape, violation, sexual assault, molestation, indecent defilement, or deflowering. Or the act or action of setting upon with force of a violent attack, raid, or strike. Yeah, somebody's trying to attack me. They're mad, temperamental. So somebody was unable to get me to attack me. Adversity. This lands right under adversity. Temperamental. They're in their feelings, frequently influenced by moods and especially bad moods. Yeah, somebody's mad. They're very short-tempered and snippy, crabby. Yeah, because I'm protected. Shield, to protect with or as of with shield, provided with a protective cover or shelter. The first card that came out was protective, Cancer energy. Something or someone that protects or defends, to cut off from observation. So somebody's being cut off from observing me or will be. Armor, cover, defense, guard, protection, safeguard, screen, security, wall, and wall ward. Yeah, so I have a shield around me. I flipped the deck. Intimidated. Somebody was trying to intimidate me. I'm not intimidated. It's in the reverse. To make timid or fearful as by threats, frightened into submission or compliance. Affected by intimidation, affected or held back by feeling or fear. Yeah, that was in the reverse. Somebody was unable to affect me. Somebody was unable to make me fearful or timid. Somebody was unable to frighten me or hold me back or have me held back by my feelings. They were unable to accomplish this. You could try to block my throat chakra all you want. Somebody could be medium height or slim or slender build. This could be an older light-skinned person. It came out. So that somebody could be older and light-skinned. They can have a bald head, no hair. So they older, they light-skinned. They have a bald head and no hair. What came out? What flipped over? What else? So somebody could be older, light skinned, and have a bald head and no hair. They could be, they're Latino or Hispanic, Cuban, Mexican, or Puerto Rican. So this is somebody that's older, light skinned, no hair, they're bald, and they're Latino. They're Hispanic, they're Spanish. They could be in their 50s or born in the 50s. I'm not going to take that because that didn't come out when I was shuffling. I'm going to shuffle. This person could be short, height, in shape, or medium muscular build. This older light-skinned person could be short in height, in shape, or muscular build. So they could be short and they could be in decent shape, or they could have muscles on them. Muscular build. They could be also somebody that's medium height, curvy, or a heavy set as well. Somebody has facial hair. Somebody could also have medium length, dark hair. Ooh, sure. Somebody could also have, okay. Somebody could also be medium height and thick or medium built. Somebody also could be younger and light-skinned. So this could be an older and younger light-skinned person. Somebody's light-skinned. They're light-skinned. They're Latino. So they're Hispanic and they're light-skinned. Somebody could be short in height and in shape. Medium height and curvy or heavy set. Medium height and thick or medium built. Somebody could have medium dark length hair. Somebody has facial hair and somebody's bald with no hair. And they're Hispanic. It says in the 70s. They could be born in the 70s, or somebody could be in their 70s. So some of these people could be born in the 70s. So they could be between the ages of 40 and 50 years old. And somebody could be or some of these people could be in their 70s. It says colored eyes. Somebody could have colored eyes as well. Ooh, we got no facial hair. So we got some of these people have facial hair. Some of these people have no facial hair. Anything else from this deck? We also got American Indian, Alaskan, Cherokee, Navajo. Somebody could be with Native American. They can have short length hair and light hair. I'm not going to take that because I don't have no space anymore. So this could be some of the descriptions of these people that are fucking with me. Somebody could have no hair and bald, light skin, Hispanic, short in height, in shape, facial hair, younger light skin. Yeah. Colored eyes. Yeah. Yep. I predicted what somebody was going to do to me. That's basically what it's saying. Or I predicted something. I predicted a crime that was being being placed upon me. I got Pennsylvania here. So some of these people could live in Pennsylvania. We got Illinois. Somebody could be from Illinois. I got Alabama. So Pennsylvania, Illinois, Alabama. Idaho. Okay. This is why I say this could be your or my energy. Even though I've been reading my energy, this could be your or my energy. Arizona. Utah, New York, Mississippi, New Jersey, South Carolina, Wyoming, Virginia, let's put the deck, Oklahoma. This could be the states where these people live, travel to, have family in. This reading is definitely a little different today. Let me make sure all the cards 2, 4. Let me make sure all the cards is here. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. I don't know why I have. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see what we get here. We got the letter F. So let's see what words we spell or name. We got the letter F. We got the letter V. We got the letter X. We got the letter Q. We got the letter W. What's that? That just flipped over. We got the letter E. We got the letter O. I see Fox. Somebody's last name could be Fox. I know somebody's last name that's Fox. We got G. We got H. Okay. We got N. I was just checking to see where all the vowels was at. We got Z. And we got S. And D on the bottom. And the top. DR. Somebody could be Dominican. From the Dominican Republic. DR. Somebody could be a doctor, or somebody could be from the Dominican Republic. Somebody could be, I don't know, but DR right there. So let's see what words we spell out. We got F. I already see Fox. So something with a fox. This could be a spirit guide. Somebody's last name could be Fox. Somebody's nickname could be Fox. Okay, you got FOE, foe, foes, enemies. So you got foes. Okay, you got some enemies here. A group of people, foes. Foe hoes. You got a bunch of hoes that are foes. A bunch of faux hoes. Hoe foes. You got HOES. These foes are hoes, collective. These foes is hoes. These foes is hoes. These foes is hoes. Oh. I'm telling you, they're hoes. SEX. Hoes and doing sex. I'm telling you. These foes is hoes. They sex hoes. These foes is sex hoes. That's what's coming out in these letters. I'm only saying. Collective, WON, you won. You won, sons. Somebody got a son. This could be a son. You got SON. We got WON. If I can find the N. Yeah, you won. Okay, you won something. Also, we got now. You won now. Backwards. Won and now. Now you won. Now won. Won now. You won, collective. I won. You won. We won. VEX. Somebody's vexed. Somebody's mad. Because of their hex. HEX. Somebody hexed. HEX. Hex. Somebody's vexed because of their hex. These faux hoes. These faux hoes. These faux sex hoes is vexed because their hex, it didn't work. If I take this D, if I take the D, DON, DOWN, because there's a W, down. Somebody's feeling down. I said down and I heard man down. Somebody's mad because of some type of spell. You won. Now you won. Somebody's son. This could be a son. SON. This could be a son, collective. I'm like, do I got any words? I mean, any letters? I mean, names? I'm not even getting any names. GONE. Gone. Somebody's gone. Gone. Son is gone. Somebody's son is gone. Son gone. Somebody's raising their music. They don't want to listen to my reading. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, it's Friday. I keep forgetting. FOG. Somebody's in a fog, collective. Somebody's lost in the fog. FOG. They lost in the fog. They lost in the fog. Neg. Somebody negged on something. Neg. Somebody negged on something. Somebody didn't do something. They negged. It was like, Sow. SEW. Sow. Somebody sold something or they're going to reap what they sow. Even though sow. SOW too. Somebody's going to reap what they sow. But I got sow, like sowing. Somebody could be a sower. Or somebody saw something together. They sue something together. Excuse me. Something is new. Something is about to be new. N-E-W. Something is new. Or the news. Something is the news. Something's on the news. Something's going to be on the news. On news. If I put if I put the O on top of the N, and if I do this like a word search puzzle, there's something's going to be on the news. Q. Something with a Q. I don't know where this Q fits in. Something with a Z. X. EX. This could be your ex. Your ex is involved. So your ex is involved. There was some type of sex hex with the S-E-X and the H-E-X. There was some type of sex hex with some faux hoes. Fox energy. Somebody's gone with this gone. Somebody's gone. There's been some news on something. One, somebody wanted to be number one. O-N-E. Somebody wanted to be number one. Ones. Somebody won. Some. There's no M. Yeah, a bunch of foes. They vowed. They took a vow. V-O-W. Somebody took a vow. To have some sex hex. They sex hexed you. Somebody's out here doing sex magic to me. Sex hex. A bunch of whole foes are doing some sex hex. And somebody's gone. Somebody could have passed away. I won. And this is going to be on the news. And an ex was involved. A boyfriend. I'm not getting no names though, honestly. To be honest. And like I said, somebody negged on something. Somebody didn't disagree. Somebody backed down from something. I call my energy, my power, my willpower, my strength, my life force, my vitality, my aura, my essence, my creativity, my intuition, my magic, my mind, my body, my soul, my finances, anything and everything that is being siphoned and harvested and manifested of my energy will return to me aligned and clean now. So mote be from every person, place, thing, dimension, device, divination, entity, or energy, alive or unalive. Aligned and clean. My energy and everything that was stolen from me will return to me aligned and clean. So mote be. Stop trying to pull on my energy. You just mad because you're getting exposed. So how you want to pop up in? See, I knew you was there watching, trying to pull on my energy. Something's going down in the news. Now you're trying to attack my third eye. He was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch you and I'm gonna attack your third eye. Now you're trying to attack my third eye. Something about a zone. Z-O-N-E. Somebody's something zone. Zone. Something about a zone. Gone. Somebody's gone in the zone. They spaced out. I'm not going to pull no more because I'm tired anyway. I just wanted to see what was going to come out on my energy if I use different cards and not the same cards that I use, and see what message comes out. And that's the message that came out. I know I was reading this as a personal reading, but this might resonate with you. Okay. This might resonate with you. Let's see. Let me see real quick before I close this out. Where's my other deck? Where are you at? Where'd it go? Where's the deck that I'm looking for? Interesting. I literally just had it. Where the fuck did I put it? Genocide collective. Genocide. Oh, right here. Alright, real quick, I'm going to pull from this deck and then I'm going to close this energy out. We're going to see if we could get to see who this is. Who's going to come out. I might pull some index cards real quick, but let's see. I don't even want to shuffle. Yeah, my cards don't even want to shuffle. Let's do this real quick. All right. Angels, ancestors, spirits. Who could this be in the energy? Who are these people? Alrighty. A nephew. Somebody's nephew. My nephew. An uncle. A nephew and an uncle. That are business partners. With an aunt. That are school work associates. They work associates. They're business partners. So there's a nephew. It could be my nephew or somebody else's nephew and an uncle that are business partners with an aunt energy and their school and work associates. Business partners with an aunt that are school or work associates. A witch or warlock. Grandmother energy. This witch or warlock could be a grandmother energy. Oh yeah, look, a spiritual occultist in the reverse. Then you got false flame in the reverse. A karmic soulmate in the reverse. Hitman attacker. Ooh. Karmic. A karmic uncle, a karmic grandmother. A baby daddy. This business partner, spiritual occultist, could be a baby daddy. That's a false flame, a karmic soulmate. Yeah, that's a part of a gang, society, club, organization. Yeah, scam, artist, thief. This hitman attacker is karmic, is a karmic baby daddy. Somebody's karmic baby daddy, mine or somebody else's. And they're part of a club, a gang, a society, an organization, and they're a scammer. Their card is a thief. This witch, warlock, or witch or warlock grandmother energy is a spiritual occultist that's in the reverse. Okay? They're a false flame, they're a karmic soulmate. This nephew, uncle that's business partners with an aunt, they work together. They also school and work associates with this karmic soulmate. That's a scammer, con artist, thief. And this aunt and this false flame in reverse, or this aunt could be a false flame to somebody. And they're part of an organization, a gang, a club. They were business partners with a spiritualist, occultist that was somebody's baby daddy. And there's also the uncle and the grandmother. That's karmic. Nephew, uncle, grandmother, karmic. This nephew could be a witch, warlock energy that was the hitman or attacker energy. And yeah, there's some type of uncle, grandmother energy that's karmic. A karmic uncle, a karmic grandmother. A karmic nephew, a karmic aunt. A karmic baby daddy. A karmic false flame. There could be also a brother that's in the reverse. That was on top of the deck here. So I'm just gonna just pick a couple of cards and I'm gonna end this. Let's see what we got. Nature magic. They were out here doing nature magic, faking a death. Nature magic, fake death. They fumbled the bag, collective. So they fumbled some type of bag. Yeah, they no longer have the power or position. They being demoted. Okay. Yeah, and they in denial about this. Yeah, they wanted your or my blood to be freed. Yeah, somebody you work with your warlock. Yeah, you're unbothered, unfazed, and uninterested. They in denial about that. Yeah, this messy energy that wanted blood to be free, wanted your blood to be free, they fumbled the bag. Yeah, they having PTSD and stress. You're trying to siphon my energy. Yeah, it says, if they don't confess, their life will be a mess and they stressed. This sister not... Confirmation. This sister not related. See, my upstairs neighbors was hovering above me trying to siphon off my energy because they just moved right after I banged that bell. It says they did it for the money. They wanted to show. They better get ready because shit's about to blow. Yeah, because they attacked me out of spite. Yeah, and now the tables have turned on them. Yeah, because they did this for opportunities. They attacked me out of spite for opportunities. Yeah, now death becomes them. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. They was attacking me in my sleep. Yeah, ignorant ass people. Doing sex magic while I'm sleeping. A false prophet. The ignorant false prophet. Yeah, the devil is sick for trying to be slick, being a trick prick. Yeah, this person is sick for doing sex magic over me. They disloyal with loyal in the reverse. Doing this death magic. Is being traced back to this, or somebody's sister could be named Tracy. We got sister not related, Trace or Tracy. Somebody's sister could be named Tracy, or is being traced back to this sister. Yeah, a secret love affair getting exposed. They're in their feelings because there's a love affair getting exposed. In June, it got exposed in June. So some type of secret love affair got exposed in the summertime. And they're in their feelings. A bunch of lowlives. Doing sex magic. Yeah, and graveyard magic. They were doing sex magic, graveyard magic, death magic. Yeah, they connected to animals, or you're connected. Oh, shit. This shit landed on sex magic. Connected to animals. Graveyard magic lands right next to sex magic. And then connected to animals lands right on top of sex magic. And the devil is sick for being a prick, playing dumbass trick. Somebody could be been into this beast. Ew. Somebody could be having intercourse with animals. They're doing something with animals. These nasty and nasty. Soul swap. They're doing something with some type of animals to swap souls. Yeah, trying to blind you. Blind me. They could be trying to blind you to some type of death. A fake death. And they're unable to escape this karma because they fumbled the bag. Yeah, they're running out of money. They fumbled the bag and they're running out of money. Unable to escape. Yeah, the rats is running. And you know what's funny? When I was walking in my building today, there's a dead rat. There's a dead rat downstairs. So there's a dead rat. Somebody's a dead rat. There's a dead rat. And when I walked out my building, I was like, yeah, somebody passed away. A rat is dead. There's a rat that's dead. And then I got some information today. Well, it's going to be very obvious who it is that told me, but I'm not going to say no names. But I was speaking to somebody today, and I was told that they got contacted by an old friend that they don't speak to. This is somebody that they exposed earlier today, but I kind of put the video. I deleted the video. I'm probably going to do it again, but I deleted the video. She got contacted by an old school friend. This weird, somebody that I don't mess with, somebody I don't talk to neither. I stopped messing with her because she decided to run my business. We're not even going to get into it. But, so, to tell her that somebody passed away. So somebody passed away. And what's funny is, there was a dead rat that was smelling. And I'm like, nobody smells that shit. There's a dead rat that's right. Hopefully somebody cleaned it, took it out. But there's a dead rat that's in front of the building, in the side, somewhere in the side. So a rat is dead. A dead rat. The rat is running because they're unable to escape this karma because they was trying to blind you. But blind me. But I'm unbothered. I'm unfazed, and I'm uninterested. And it literally says if they don't confess, their life will be a mess. They are stressed. They have to confess to what they were doing with this death magic. Somebody has to confess to me about the death magic that they were doing on me. Somebody has to confess to me about what they were doing. Yeah, they have shortened their life on earth because of this death magic that they were doing. Downstairs neighbor, this motherfucker keep coming out in my energy. Downstairs neighbor, you keep coming out, man. You doing death magic on me? Fail to realize you're not the one to play with. This downstairs neighbor, this is a downstairs neighbor that I keep doing some type of spell work on me. This could be past or present energy. I'm just going to keep it that way. This could be past or present energy. There's a downstairs neighbor that failed to realize I'm not the one to play with because I'm a phoenix rising. Yeah, and they no longer serve a purpose. Failed mission. Everybody knows the truth and the secrets are revealed. Righteous, that you were attacking somebody that was righteous. Or this is righteous justice. For everybody to know the truth. Yeah, they put you in the dirt. God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. Yeah, so they buried me in the ground. And they being humble. That was right behind that. Yeah, because they played games. Yeah, for some type of official business. Yeah, now a storm is coming. And they feeling alone. Yeah, this wild witch. They got an attitude because their little fairy magic is in the reverse. Yeah, hacking. They could have been trying to hack. They were devoted to doing this. So devotion. Somebody was devoted to doing something. An undivine masculine feminine energy. You can't hide from this false advertisement. So somebody was undivine masculine feminine energy was out here making false advertisement, and they can't hide from these lies. Yeah, confirmation signs. Bird chirping, dogs barking, siren. I get a lot of these confirmations. Yeah, somebody's having car problems. Yeah, spiritual sexual abuse. By day one way, by night another. They pretend to be one way and they not. I split the deck. A bunch of old hags pretend to be one way and they not, and they by night they another. They a bunch of faux hoes that do sex hexes. I'm done, collective. I'm tired of reading this energy already. It's like exhausting. They're exhausting. This energy is exhausting. You're not tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again and not winning. You like to lose. You like losing. Is that you never lost before. That's what it is. Well, it's a first for everything. Like I say, this experience that I'm going through with y'all is a first for me. I ain't never, ever, 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 ever have dealt with people like y'all. Ever. So just like this was a first for me of dealing with people like you, it's a first for y'all to lose. You can't win it all. You just really can't. You might have had some winning streak when it comes to ciphering people's energy and attacking them and taking them out. But I tell you that it stops with me. You won't win with me. I'm going to keep reminding you that you won't win with me. You're not going to win with me. You're not going to win this game. You're not going to win this competition that you put me in that I didn't know about. But now I know about this competition, so now I'm good. You're not going to win with me. You're not going to make me tired. You're not going to stress me out. You're not going to make me unmotivated. You're not going to do any of those things. You're not going to make me sick. You're not going to cause me any pain that's going to make me stop to move forward. None of this is going to happen. None of this. Nothing that you're trying is going to work. Because I'm going to still keep pushing forward. And as many returns to senders as I got to do, I'll fucking do it. If you really want to continue to feel that. I told y'all. And the reason why I say this is because I said this. I literally warned y'all. I said if I start to get to lighting my candles, that's when shit, y'all going to start feeling shit. I literally said this. And I'm getting the confirmations in my words. As every time I do a return to sender or uncrossing, a cleansing, a protection, I literally get confirmation either the same day while my shit is still working or right after I just finished doing it. So that lets me know that when I do my shit, it works fast. Like that. I can't even snap my fingers, so we're not even going to do that. I literally told y'all. I told y'all this. I really did. I said I was slacker-jacking. I said I wasn't on my candle shit like I normally do. I did say that. So y'all thought that I was just giving up? No, I wasn't giving up. I was just being nice. I kept telling y'all I was trying to be nice with y'all. I was trying to give y'all a chance to stop, to give up, you know, your senses, but y'all don't have no senses. Y'all ain't got net at all. You ain't got net senses. Net. You don't got shit, man. No sense at all. It is what it is. Y'all motherfuckers don't love your life, and that's sad. That's sad. It really is. But that's not my life. That's yours. You choosing to do what you want to do. Hey, you want to shorten your lifespan on Earth? By all means, go right ahead. But you will not be doing that to me. Nor will you be siphoning. It's my energy only. It's not for anybody to pull on, siphon, steal, harvest, manifest off of. Nothing. My energy. So back the fuck up and get the fuck up out of it. Or you are going to greatly regret that shit if you are continuing to siphon off my energy. That's all I got to say. You will regret it with your life. I'm done. Peace out. Thank you for listening to me. This might resonate with you, but this was actually my energy reading. You could take it as a collective if you want to, if it resonated with you. Until then, peace out, and I might come back tomorrow with a reading. We'll see how I'm feeling. Oh, you like that? You like that? I might come back tomorrow with a reading. It depends on how I'm feeling. Hey. I'll be rhyming all the time. Let me stop. Peace out, collective. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend.